Every man has a moment he wishes he can erase. But what if that moment is the one that shapes your future? You're not a failure. You just made a decision when you didn't know better. And that doesn't define you. We have to talk about what hidden shame men carry. Men are taught to bottle up guilt, to man up, to never heal. Mistakes in relationships, addiction, wasted time, poor choices. And many of them are haunted by those things that, to the point where you guys won't speak on it and other men won't speak on it. But you have to understand that that silence is killing potential. That silence is killing leadership. That silence is killing self-worth. You have to understand the danger of self-condemnation. Whenever you do something, you make a mistake, you punish yourself mentally. You live in a mental prison, and that's not okay. When you do this, you attract more pain, you sabotage your opportunities, and you constantly repeat the cycles because you're not reflecting on what you did and why you did it. You're just embarrassed and you're just blaming yourself instead of trying to get to the root of the cause so it doesn't happen anymore. That's why reflection is good, and forgiving yourself is not a weakness. It's just building your strength and building your maturity. You are not your worst moment. It doesn't matter what your worst moment is. You are not that. Especially if you're determined to grow and become a better person and a better man and move past that mistake and move past that moment. You can't be defined by your past. You're shaped by how you respond to it, no matter how bad it is or how embarrassing. What's going to be more important is how you respond to it. Your story isn't over. You have plenty of life, plenty of days, plenty of months, plenty of years to go, to change the trajectory of your life, to change your message, to change what people think about you, to change your greatness and find a purpose and excel through that. The man you're becoming can't be built without lessons from the man you were in the past, which is why you need to shift your mindset. What would the healed version of you say? Imagine the man that you want to be strong, wise, and disciplined. Would the healed version of you still hate himself for what you did, or would he guide you through it? You really got to think about that. Don't think about the person you were in the past, but think about the person you want to become and how that will impact you healing yourself. How do you forgive yourself? What steps do you take? How do you figure it out? Well, first and foremost, you need to acknowledge what you did, acknowledge that moment, acknowledge what happened without any excuses. Own it, but don't stay stuck in it. Don't just focus on it forever. Own it and move forward. Figure out how not to let it happen again. Learn from it. What did it reveal about you? What did it show you that needs to change, or what problems you may have that need to get fixed? That's the only way you're going to be able to move past it. Also, you have to speak life over yourself. Your inner voice has to be your coach and not just your critic. When you look at the best coaches in the world, they don't just criticize. They tell you why you did it, how not to do it, and why you're better than that, and how you can become better. And that's what you have to do with your inner self. So we should be seeking, and you should be seeking, healing and not punishment. Therapy, faith, mentorship, prayer. Those are all going to attribute to you growing. Even if you don't feel like it in the moment, I guarantee you, if you keep doing this consistently, you will see a different person. You will see a better person. Even if it's only by a little bit, that's all that matters. Because if you do it constantly, you're just constantly going to grow and be better. Get 1% better every single day. So remember, every man has fallen. What matters is what he does after. God's grace is bigger than your guilt. You were never meant to stay broken. And don't see it as you being broken. See it as you going through a growth period. See it as you going through being on a stepping stone to grow. See it as a message for the future self so you don't make that same mistake. Put some sort of value into that mistake instead of saying, I'm broken, I'm lost. No, this is your purpose. This is your path. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be without trials and tribulations. Remember, forgiveness is freedom. And the man who forgives himself becomes dangerous because nothing from his past can hold him anymore. Everything is free. When you let it all go and you accept who you are and what you did, you can only focus on the future and moving forward. You don't focus on the past anymore. So don't forget that. If this hits you, sit with it. Share it with a brother who needs this reminder as well. Or invite them to comment and, let me know their experience and we can talk it over. I'm open to talking to you guys and giving my advice, and because I know it's hard. I know some of us and some of you don't have anyone to talk to, and I'm willing to be that. It's your boy J3, and I'm out.